Greetings, all my lovely viewers. You may call me Tog. Today, let's go through a feminist comic. See, while I was trudging through the dark recesses of the internet, I came upon the gaggle of harpies themselves, everyday feminism. And I stumbled upon this interesting little comic, and I use the term interesting very loosely. So let's just get stuck right into that, shall we? Right. In 2014, David Malky coined the term sealioning in his webcomic Wondermark. The term is used by activists and educators to describe a type of internet troll who pretends to be clueless about an issue in order to waste time and attention of the activists, frustrate them, and sap their emotional energy. Sea lions are cool mammals, but people participating in sealioning are really irritating. Because we gotta be all intersectional. We don't want to be speciesist. Because, we might have the sea lion kin go after us. Or even worse, actual sea lions. This whole comic could start the great sea lion wars. Watch out. So here are some techniques for dealing with them. Number 1, do not engage. If you don't want to explain something, you don't have to. It takes a lot longer to refute a ridiculous claim than it does to make such a claim, and you are under no obligation to spend your time responding to a Fox News talking point. Now, before we continue, let's address the elephant in the room. Look at this art style. I mean, seriously? Are you kidding me? This is your cartoonist. They look like they need to be sent back to elementary school for art lessons. And am I saying I'm better than them? Yes, I am. Much better than them. Thank you very much. Wage gaps are a myth. Otherwise, companies would just hire women and minorities so they could pay less. How do you explain that? I'm under no obligation to explain anything to you. Okay, let's put on our problem glasses and look at the world through a feminist lens and see how a feminist would actually answer to that, because I'm sure they've got a good answer. Patriarchy. It doesn't take longer to answer questions than it does to make them. Number 2, redirect them. Sea lions accuse people of being unwilling to defend their own beliefs or refusing to answer questions. Give them a link to a master post or well-researched article. Tell them that they can learn about the subject and ask them to make a good faith effort to understand the subject before they engage you again. Before they engage you again. I keep tripping up upon this because there's no flow to the way it's written. It's very hard to just read it to someone. They also need writing lessons. Here's a treasure trove of information. Why don't you look through it and see if there's an answer to your questions in there somewhere? Educate yourself, you cis white sea lion. Privileged sea lion. So privileged. Now this could be. Someone's probably going to make the joke that this is a manatee arguing with a sea lion, but I take offense to that major offense. Because manatees are simply adorable. I hate it when people compare feminists to manatees because feminists are shrill and obnoxious while manatees are just cute and lovable. They look like suitcases that you put seals in, but enough with my own personal grievances with that. Oh, look, that seal or sea lion is very shifty. Kind of hook you feminist mermaid. Number 3, ask questions. If the sea lion doesn't seem like they're making a real attempt to understand the issue and refuses to answer your questions, seriously engage with you for information or respond to you with questions with more questions. Respond to your questions with more questions. Never do that. Like, I am a feminist. If I give you an answer, my answer is gospel. It is law. Do not question my answers. What is wrong with you? Check your privilege. This conversation is probably a waste of time.
I feel like this is a well-established fact, and you might be trying to bait me into your pointless argument. Could you explain what you exactly find confusing or what you've read that addresses the research I've shown you? Didn't you take the effort to educate yourself? You need some re-education.
Number 4, tag team.
Oh, ooh. How do they know I like to be tag teamed? Oh, this is getting exciting.
Ask your friends who have energy to chime in to join in the conversation. Just make sure nobody wastes too much time on the argument. Sea lions often head for calmer waters when they're met with group solidarity. Look at all her weird, malformed friends. This person's arm, is it melting? I think her arm is melting. Oh, she needs to get that looked at.
Here are my friends who are well read on the topic. Perhaps they can help you understand. They can re-educate you.
Number 5, troll them right back. Oh, wow. Are feminists encouraging trolling? I mean, I thought trolling was cyber violence. But it's alright. If feminists are doing it, it's justified. Start the revolution. The counter-trolling revolution. We're gonna take back the internet. If you're sure the sea lion is a troll and not someone legitimately looking for information, respond to their cluelessness with cluelessness of your own, and eventually they'll float away. Ignore your problems. They'll go away.
I'm not sure where you're confused here. Should I explain what a control group is again? Or is it the empiricism that you have trouble with? Make sure that when you're talking to someone who has legitimate questions, be as smug as possible. Smugness. That's what we need to encourage.
After all, if someone that is lost sometimes, the answer is just to keep swimming. Perhaps these tips will help you shore up your arguments, and we apologize for the puns, but it just seems so shellfish to clam up about them. Oh, the puns are not the problem. In fact, some puns might have even bred a little life into this comic. It's been so bland. I've had to spice it up myself. Otherwise, it would be way too bland to even deal with. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, my lovely viewers. And I wish you all a pleasant rest of your day.